Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tiger Stadium here in Stratford as the Athens Blue Jays will be taking on the Stratford Tigers in a battle of North against the South, as the Athens Blue Jays are in the Northern Division of the Marewood Conference, and the Stratford Tigers are in the Southern Division of the Marewood Conference. Athens comes into this ballgame with a 1-0 record after coming off a very impressive 15-2 win over the Newman Catholic Cardinals back on Tuesday, April 8th at their home opener. And the Tigers are coming into this contest with a 1-1 record after beating Neillsville very handily in a 5-inning ball game and then losing a heartbreaker to the Wausau East Lumberjacks back on Tuesday, losing that 6-4, as Stratford had a 4-0 lead going into the bottom of the fourth inning, and Wausau East scored a run in the bottom of the fourth, then put up a 4 spot in the fifth inning, and then added another run in the sixth to come away with a 6-4 ball game. Very good outing by Brady Berg as he threw 4 innings and walked 1 and struck out 5 in a very good outing for him, and hitting wise, and also by Jack Tubbs and Brady Berg, who have been carrying this team so far this season, as we are in just the second ball game of the season. Today's pregame show is brought to you by Infinity Exteriors. Infinity Exteriors installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors who guarantee quality you can trust. And so just out there warming up right now for the Tigers is the freshman pitcher who threw very well against Neillsville. That would be Christian Ream, who had a very good outing against the Neillsville Warriors in the season opener. And he will be on the mound. And at first base will be Orman, Haupt at second, Spindler at short, and Kuhlman at third. Berg behind the plate, Shane Foose out in left, Tubbs in center, and Remus out in right field. The batting order for the Blue Jays will be leading off and playing second base, Caden Honor. Batting second and playing shortstop, Cam Zarnke. Batting third, the center fielder, Dax Diethelm. Batting fourth and pitching, Caleb Craigcraft. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Alex Belter. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Jeffrey Draper. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Derek Yessa. Batting eighth is the catcher, Mason Belter. And batting ninth, the first baseman, Kian Ellenbecker. As the throw goes down to second base. And out on that mound, as I mentioned, is freshman pitcher Christian Ream as he finishes his warm-up pitches here. The friendly staff at Sweat's Country Mart in Blanker serves up a large selection of food made to order daily, like fish fries, chicken dinners, and awesome pizza. Drive in today on County Road P, just off of Highway 10 in Blanker. Leading off for Athens Blue Jays will be the second baseman, Caden Honor. And the windup and the pitch, and as Christian nails the first batter and going down to first, being hit by a pitch. That's like when we started the season, as Jack Tubbs got hit with the first pitch of the season over at Neillsville. And Honor, very first pitch by Christian, gets plunked up in the shoulder, and a little different than what Christian had when against Neillsville, as he took the first batter of that ball game with 3 strikes for his first high school strikeout. Coming to the plate now is the shortstop, Cam Zarnke. From the stretch and the pitch, just inside. Umpires today, we have seen these guys before. Jim Krieger behind the plate, and Rich Hull out on the bases. Both of them have state tournament experience. And the next pitch is high and outside, ball 2. 2-0. On the batter, Cam Zarnke. Rom from the stretch. And the pitch. And a strike right on the outside corner, right at the knees for a call, strike 1. Runner in first, that is Honor from the stretch. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Evens the count at 2-2. Athens had a very impressive big win against Wausau Newman, as Athens had 2 home runs in that contest against the Cardinals of Wausau or Newman Catholic. And from the stretch and the pitch. And popped up down the right field side. Chasing it is first baseman Orman, and just out of his reach. And so the count will remain at 2-2. Ream gets the signs from the stretch and the pitch. And swing and a miss. Strike 3 as Ranke goes down swinging. And first strikeout 10, for Christian Ream. Now coming to the plate, the center fielder, Dax Diethelm. And Diethelm actually did some pitching in that Newman game. As the first pitch, stretched by Ream, and the pitch, and a ground ball hit to Orman. Orman throws over to second for the forced out, throws it to Spindler for out number 2, and Diethelm reaches on a fielder's choice.
Now batting, number 8, Caleb Carecraft.
As Carecraft, now the pitcher, will be batting. And 2 down here in the top of the first inning. From the stretch. And the pitch. Low and knocked down nicely by Brady Berg. Berg behind the plate tonight. He actually played some outfield in that loss to Wausau East. And throw it on the second is not in time. Gets by the second baseman, Halt, but backed up nicely by Jack Tubbs. And Athens is known to steal. In that Wausau game, they had 6 stolen bases in that game. Craycraft at the plate and calls timeout. As the coaching staff is kind of yelling to hold them a little bit closer to second. And the next pitch is a strike. From the stretch. And the pitch. High. For ball. Throw down to second. Stopped nicely by Spindler. Stops it from going into center field. Ream looking at the runner at second. Spindler. Little bluff and throw to Spindler. Gets by Spindler, but backed up very nicely by Jack Tubbs out in center field. Counts 2-2 with 2 down. From the stretch. And the pitch. Just missed inside there. Full count now on Caleb Craycraft, the pitcher, as Ream gets a sign from Berg. From the stretch. And the pitch. And a call, strike 3, right on the outside corner at the knees as Ream picks up his second strikeout. And the Blue Jays get no runs on no hits, no errors, and one man left. After a half inning of play, it's the Athens Blue Jays, nothing, and the Stratford Tigers coming to bat. And you're watching Stratford Tigers and Merriwood Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no-obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Nuts Deep 2, a Marshfield favorite for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Soup, salad, pizza, omelets, sandwiches, wraps, and burgers. How about appetizers like loaded tots and super nuts nachos? 14 large TVs to watch all your favorite games. Plus, entertainment and event space for groups large and small for your upcoming parties. Nuts Deep 2 again, awarded Best Burgers and Fish Fry in Marshfield. Nuts Deep 2 on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and Nuts Deep 2 North in Spencer.
And we're back here at Tiger Stadium where the Athens Blue Jays put up a 0 in the first inning here. And Stratford Tigers coming to bat. Both teams have 4 players coming back from last year that have all conference selections last year, as Daxton Deetham had, as a freshman last year, was on the first team all-conference team in the Northern Division, and Hunter Hulke, who graduated, and Nick Pittman, a junior, was all-conference last year, and also receiving honorable mention was Caden Honor, who's in the lineup today, and Camden Zamke, who's in the lineup also. He was a sophomore last year. And, of course, last year, Jack Tubbs, Brady Schmidt, and Brady Berg were first team. Harry Zaleski was the second team. And then, let's take a look here. And Vince Kielman is back, and Riley Spindler all were second team, and Landon Zawislin was honorable mention. So, great representation by both ball clubs on the all-conference selection last year. And first pitch to Jack Tubbs was a strike. And shot back to the mound and throw into the dirt. That will be a throwing error on the pitcher as he threw that into the dirt. As Tigers get their first runner on. And coming to the plate now is the shortstop, Riley Spindler, followed by Vance Kielman, and then Brady Berg in the cleanup spot. Craycraft from the stretch, and the pitch. And there goes Tubbs. And he'll get credited with a stolen base on that. As Jack is leading the team in stolen bases. Last year, Stratford had 59 stolen bases on the season in 61 attempts last year from the stretch. Craycraft. And there goes Tubbs again, going down to third. And he gets in the scoring position a little bit more as he steals second. Reminds me a little bit of Ricky Henderson out there. But that's going way back. People around here would have to go way back to watch the Hall of Famer Ricky Henderson. And next pitch is a call strike by Jim Krieger. And the count now is 1-2. From the stretch, and the pitch. And fouled off by Spindler. In the on-deck circle is third baseman Vance Keelman. Spindler also had a good, outstanding basketball season for the Tigers, and he will be back next year. And the next pitch is ball. And we have a 2-2 count on Riley Spindler from the stretch. Craycraft, and a shot out to right field, and gets by the right fielder and goes all the way to the wall. As Spindler's going into second, and he's holding up there, and we'll give Riley a stand-up double RBI. Knocking in Jack Tubbs, a right field shot. They got by the right fielder, Yesa. And so the Tigers take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning with nobody out. And coming to the plate is third baseman Vance Keelman. Craycraft looking inside, gets the sign from his catcher from the stretch, and the pitch. And upstairs for ball one. Spindler at second, nobody out, 1-0 count on Keelman from the stretch, and the pitch. And he gets hit with a pitch and puts runners now at second and third with nobody out. And the dangerous Brady Berg coming to the plate. Brady had a big two-run RBI in that game against Wausau East, as he had, like I mentioned in the pregame, pitched an outstanding ball game. So with the freshman pitcher here for in Christian Ream, and with Berg and also Tubbs, should be very, very good ball club here in the Marywood Conference this year. And we will have coming up in about a week and a half, right after Easter, we will have that marathon Stratford matchup here. It's from Stratford, from the stretch. And the pitch. And the count is 1-1 on Brady Berg from the stretch. Left-handed hitter. And the pitch upstairs. Pitching very carefully to Brady Berg. Brady hitting .500 on the season. As Jack Tubbs is, I think he's hitting about .666 right now, early here in the season. And Berg takes a cut and fouls it back. The count now 2-1. Counts 2-2. And the pitch just missed. Full count with runners at first and second and nobody out. Big hit in the gap here, could score two. Has great speed on the bases. And a shot out the left, right to the left fielder, Draper. And tagging on the play was Riley Spindler. And he slides into third to advance. And now
at bat, number 20, Jager Ormond.
As Brady did a nice job of advancing that runner with a long fly ball to left field, the opposite field for him. So one down, and the first baseman, Jager Ormond, to the plate. So runners now at the corners with one down from the stretch. And the pitch. And a runner takes off and throw back to the mound. And being credited with a stolen base will be Keelman. That is the second stolen base by the Stratford Tigers here this afternoon. From the stretch and the pitch and a shot back to the mound. And scoring is Spindler. Spindler held up. He took he was about 10 feet off. And as he noticed as Craycraft was going to throw to first, he took off and scored. So Orman bouncing out to the pitcher for the second out, but will get credited with an RBI. And it's now 2-0 Stratford here in the bottom of the first inning. And advancing to third was Keelman. As coming to the plate now is Christian Rehm, freshman pitcher. And the first pitch is called strike. From the stretch. And the pitch. And a shot out to center field. Going back and making the catch is Dax Dehelm for the third out here in the bottom of the first inning. But the Stratford Tigers come up with 2 runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 man left. And after 1 complete inning of play, it's the Stratford Tigers 2 and the Athens Blue Jays nothing. And you're watching Marywood Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
And we're back here at Stratford, where the Stratford Tigers put 2 on the board here in the first inning. The Athens Blue Jays last season finished in 3rd place in the Northern Division of the Marywood Conference as Abbotsford Colby and Rib Lake tied for first place with 9-1 records. Athens was 5-5 and 8-11 overall.
13,
Phillips was
Alex
4-6. Prentice was 2-8, and Shawamigan was 1-9 last year. So we'll see Abbotsford Colby in about a week or so against Athens up at Abbotsford. And the first pitch comes in for ball 1 to the leadoff hitter, Alex Belter, here in, and diving try by the right fielder, Remus, as he could not come up with that, and a base hit for Alex Belter to right field to start out the second inning here for the Athens Blue Jays. Coming up now, the left fielder, Jeffrey Draper.
Now at bat, number 22, Jeffrey Draper.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. To Draper. Rehm looking for the side. Runner at first for the Blue Jays. And the pitch. And a call, strike. Strike 2, 0-2 count now. The third baseman, Alex Draper. And the pitch And fouling off into the catcher's glove for strike 3 is Jeffrey Draper as he strikes out, and that is the third strikeout
Number 5,
for the
Derek
freshman
Yessa.
pitcher. Outstanding. He's got a great tailing fastball. And coming up now for the Blue Jays, the right fielder, Derek Yessa. As the first pitch is a strike to Yessa. And the next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Ream gets the sign from Berg from the stretch. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Correction, it was not strike 3. It's a 1-2 count now. And bouncer back to the pitcher. Out at 2 and relay not in time. But they get the force out at second. As it goes from Ream to Spindler. And Yessa gets on with a fielder's choice. So 2 down here in the the top of the second inning. Brings up the catcher, Mason Belter. From the stretch. And a call, strike right at the knees. From major collisions to minor dings, Westside Auto Body in Auburndale can get you your ride looking just like new. Call Tom at Westside Auto Body for a free estimate. Westside Auto Body, professional collision repairs on Highway K in Auburndale. And we've got a foul ball, so we've got a count of 0-2 on the catcher, Mason Belter. Ream from the stretch. And the pitch. And swing and a miss. Strike 3 as Ream picks up his 4th strikeout of the contest. And so the Athens Blue Jays come up with no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left. After 1.5 innings of play, it's the Stratford Tigers 2 and the Athens Blue Jays nothing. And you're watching Merriwood Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
And we're back here at Stratford as the Stratford Tigers have a 2-0 lead coming into the bottom of the second inning here. And coming up on Monday, the Tigers were supposed to play Ironwood, Michigan in a doubleheader here, and there's been a conflict in the scheduling. But they will have a game here at Stratford on Monday as they are switching the marathon game that was supposed to be played next Thursday. They're going to move that up a few days, and they're going to play it here at Stratford, and we will be carrying that ball game next Monday. And they are trying to schedule a ball game on that Thursday where Wausau Newman was. So keep in contact with Zaleski Sports, and we'll let you know of what's going on with that situation there. And leading off for the Tigers here in the bottom of the second inning, the second baseman, Colton Haupt. Haupt doing a very fine job so far this season. It's early in the season at second, but doing a great job at second base. And first pitch comes in right down Main Street for a call, strike one to Colton. Tigers up 2-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. Working out of the stretch, and a ground ball foul for call strike two. You see a lot of these pitchers, like Caleb here, Craycraft, working out of the stretch with nobody on. They just feel a little more comfortable than going out of that windup. But he works out of the stretch. And the pitch. And just missed. 1-2 count now on the second baseman, Colton Haupt. Great crowd here for a Friday afternoon. And the next pitch down in the dirt and getting by the catcher, Mason Belter. As I mentioned, a great crowd here. They figure, well, we'll go to a ball game and then maybe a little fish fry afterwards. From the stretch, and the pitch, and fouled it off. Colton's hanging in there now. Count remains at 2-2 to the Tigers' second baseman. Craycraft getting signed. And the pitch. And just missed. Full count now, 3-2. And a shot. The third baseman throws over to first in plenty of time. Great job by Alex Belter over at third there. Took his time, quick release, and gets helped in plenty of time over at first base.
Now batting number 21, Jack
For
Remus.
the first out. Coming up now for the Tigers, the right fielder, Jack Remus. Remus was like the second player coming off the bench for the Stratford Tigers this year in basketball. Riley Spindler coming off first, and then Remus, and doing a great job for the conference champion Stratford Tigers in basketball this year. As Craycraft gets the sign and the deliver. Just low. With the count 1-1. From the stretch, Craycraft delivers. And a shot over to second. And in plenty of time for out number two. As Honor throws him out. And that'll go 4-3 and 2 down now here in the bottom of the second inning. And coming up is the number 9 hitter, the left fielder, Matthew Shanefoos.
Now batting number 8, Matthew Shanefoos.
Shanefoos played left field against Wausau East when Brady Berg was pitching and Orman was catching the other night. And so getting a spot in that number 9 spot, and for Coach Drew Spaeth. And offering for a strike is Shanefoos. And the count is now 0-2 to the young left fielder. From the stretch. And the pitch. And fouls it off over towards the Athens dugout and out of play. As Matthew will have another try there. Athens will have a busy schedule next week as they travel to Nakusa to take on the Papermakers over there at Holland Field. And then on Tuesday, they play a conference game at home against Rib Lake, and then turn right around and head up to Rib Lake and play Rib Lake Redmond on Thursday. So big schedule. Fly ball way over the head of the right fielder. And rounding second and going into second is Matthew Shanefoos as he got a hold of that and comes up
Now
with a
batting,
big
number 7,
double
Jack Tubbs.
for the Tigers. That is the second double of the game, as Riley Spindler had a double back in the first inning, an RBI double. And back to the top of the batting order is the center fielder, Jack Tubbs, who got on by a throwing error and a fly ball out to right field over the head. And it could be another double off the wall. And Tubbs is going to third. And he'll go in sliding with a RBI triple
And
by Jack
number
Tubbs.
2, Riley Spindler.
As all the hits that the Tigers have had so far today have been for extra bases. They have 3 hits in the contest, and all of them have been to right field. Bringing up now the shortstop, Riley Spindler, and the pitch. Just down low for a ball 1. Craycraft with the delivery. And a ground ball to short. Throws over to first and in plenty of time. Deep in the hole by Zanke. And does a great job setting himself and getting the out for out number 3. But the Tigers come up with 1 run on 2 big hits. No errors and 1 man left. So after 2 complete innings of play, it's the Stratford Tigers 3 and the Athens Blue Jays nothing. And you're watching Merriwood Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
A&B Process Systems has been a proud member of the Stratford community since 1973. You can find your next career in engineering, welding, and more at A&B Process Systems. Our campus also includes our exclusive Factory Acceptance Testing Center with full-service testing capabilities to ensure that your equipment will perform to your expectations. Visit A&B Process Systems on Facebook today for more information.
And we're back here at Tiger Stadium. The football field just, that would be northwest of us. And the softball field in back of us here, a nice complex here that the Stratford Tigers have. And leading off will be the number 9 hitter, and that would be Ellenbecker. From the windup and the pitch and a swing and a miss by Ellenbecker for a 1-1 count. Gets the sign and deliver and swing and a miss. Great breaking ball by Christian Ream. Handles himself very, very well out on the mound for a freshman. And a pitch. And a call, strike 3, as that is strikeout number 5, as he has now struck out 5 of the 9 batters he has faced in this contest.
Now at bat, number 16.
Back to the top of the batting order is Caden Honor, the second baseman, as he got hit with the very first pitch of the ball game by Ream. Ream from the windup, and the pitch. Down low for ball 1. Defensive-wise, playing them straight away. And the pitch upstairs, ball 2. Ream from the windup. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. The count now 2-1 on the leadoff hitter, Honor. Ream gets the sign from Berg. Wind up and the pitch. And right at the knees, says Jim Krieger for call strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the leadoff hitter, Caden Honor. And the pitch. And he went around for strike 3, as that is strikeout number 6.
Now coming to bat, number 1.
As Honor looks very, very effective out there. Coming to the plate now, the shortstop, Cam Zarnke. The shortstop, he struck out swinging. First time up, back in the first inning. Structures Unlimited, your fabric building specialist, supports the coaches and athletes in today's game. To find out what a fabric building can do for you, visit structuresunlimited.com or stop in at our office in Stratford Industrial Park. And a pop-up down the right field line, and going over and making the catch for out number 3 is Orman. So 1, 2, 3 for the Athens Blue Jays here in the top of the third inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. So after 2.5 innings of play, it's the Stratford Tigers 3 and the Athens Blue Jays 0. And you're watching Marywood Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Take your education out of the classroom and give New Spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
And we're back here at Stratford, and, we've got 2 teams here that have won quite a few championships in school's history. I mean, Athens for years was dominant in wrestling, one of the powerhouses along with Wisconsin Rapids in the state of Wisconsin. But Athens also has had very good baseball. Back in 1982, when it was a Class C, they won the state title. And in 2017, they won the Division 4. And in 2018, they won the Division 4. And then in 2019, they got to the semifinals at the state tournament. And, of course, the Stratford Tigers have won plenty of football championships. Fly ball to the second baseman, and he parks himself under it. And Kuhlman flies out to the second baseman for out number 1.
Number 4, Brady Berg.
But coming to the plate now is catcher Brady Berg. But, if you look at the Stratford Tigers back in 1989, a Class C, they made it to the state tournament. But in 2019, they won the Division 3 state championship in baseball to go along with their 10 football state championships. And, of course, quite a few state championships in wrestling also. So both schools very, very athletic-wise and state champions, and they do an excellent job year in and year out. And of course, last year, the Legion of Stratford's landed up being state runner-up in the Class A Legion State Tournament last year. And, I got a feeling will compete very well this year also in Legion ball. So 1 down here in the bottom of the third is a call strike to Brady Berg. And the count is 1-2 to Stratford catcher. As Craycraft gets the sign and the pitch. And a shot right up the middle. Almost took the glove right off of Craycraft's hand as he hits a line shot right up the middle and gets his first base hit, and that's actually the first single by a Stratford player. Otherwise, they've got 3 extra base hits in this contest. And Berg keeps his hitting streak now going at 3 games. And Jack Tubbs with that triple he had, he's got a 3-game hitting streak also. So Berg at first with a big lead. And he's taken off, and a ground ball. And going over is the second baseman and gets Spindler. Orman grounds out. 4-3. In fact, the catcher made a big heads-up play on that because he was going to cover the bag on that, and he had to come back to field that ball and did a great job of fielding the ball. And Brady moves over to second as he took off on the pitch. And coming up now is the pitcher, Christian Rehm, and he flew out to the center fielder first time up in the first inning. First pitch comes in, ball 1. Christian Rehm, a very, very smart ball player for a freshman. And it's got a real nice swing. And as you can see, he's very, very effective on the mound. So I think Coach Drew Spaeth is kind of smiling ear to ear seeing him now for the next 3 years after this season in a possible all-conference selection. And, of course, Drew Spieth has a little connection of play a little college ball over at UW-Stevens Point. So, point coaches are always looking for good ball players over there also. So, Craycraft from the stretch. And a call strike. And 2-2 count. With Brady Berg at second. And 2 down here in the bottom of the third. Just outside. Ball 3. 3-2 count to the pitcher, Christian Rehm. From the stretch. And the pitch. And a pop-up down the first base line and going out of play. As Christian took about a half a swing on that. Interesting color of bat there. You can see that fluorescent yellow with the pink handle on it also. And as Coach Diethelm comes out, and I don't know if Caleb had a little arm problem there or what, but he's going out to, looks like he's going out to center field. And coming into pitch is number 10. That would be Dax Diethelm, as they will change positions. Diethelm will come in and pitch, and going to center field will be Caleb Craycraft. So, and he will come in and take the count of 3-2 with 2 down here in so he'll finish pitching to Christian. And actually, if Christian gets on, it will be credited actually to Craycraft. So he's getting his, and if this is an injury, then actually he will get as many pitches as he needs to warm up. When buying or selling, Brock & Decker Real Estate is the team you need by your side. Brock & Decker has all the tools you need to feel confident in selling or buying. Call Sammy or Sue today or visit them on North Central Avenue at brockanddecker.com and on Facebook. And just like these players bring the best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. And from the stretch, and ball 4, as that walk will be credited also to Craycraft.
Now batting number 10,
And we
Colton Haupt.
have runners now at first and second. Berg at second, Ream at first, and coming to the plate, the second baseman, Colton Haupt. Diethelm, the left-hander, takes a look at Berg at second. From the stretch, and down low, ball 1. And the pitch. And fouled it off as Berg was on the go on the pitch, trying to steal third. As we're making some changes here on my scorebook. As Coach Schmidt over at coaching third base, talking to Brady Berg over there, how much space he can take on that lead. Diethelm from the stretch. And the pitch. And pop-up into the infield. Down the first base line. And just barely making that catch, but getting it done is Ellenbecker as Hulk pops out to him for the third out. So the Tigers score no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left on base. After 3 complete innings of play, it's the Stratford Tigers 3 and the Athens Blue Jays nothing. And you're watching Merriwood Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
And we're back here at Stratford. And when you need to fill up your tank or your vehicle's tank in Stratford, the place to go is Telschow Oil. BP Mart for your gas or a quick snack. Before you hit the road, fuel up at Telschow BP Mart on Highway 97 in Stratford. And coming to the plate is the pitcher, Dax Diethelm. As Dax started the game out in center field and came in and pitched to the last 2 batters in Stratford's lineup. And the first pitch comes in, and it's called a ball from the windup. And upstairs, Christian with that pitch. Tall, lanky right-hander. And a freshman also. From the windup. And the pitch. And right at the letters on the outside corner, as Jim Krieger makes that call. Rich Hole down at first, umpiring today. And foul ball down the right field line. And the count goes to 2-2 to Dax Diethelm. In fact, Dax was a first team all-conference last year as a freshman, and he goes down on strikes for the Athens Blue Jays to start out the fourth inning here. And that is strikeout number 7 for Christian. Now coming to the plate, the center fielder, Caleb Craycraft, who started on the mound for the Athens Blue Jays. First pitch comes in, and it's a call, strike 1. From the windup. And the pitch. And foul back. ShedsDelivered.com is your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. See their display lots in Marshfield, Medford, and Wisconsin Rapids, and get more information at ShedsDelivered.com. And another strikeout for Christian Ream.
Number 13, Alex Belter.
And that is number 8. And he has not walked a batter. He's given up 1 hit in the contest. And that's to this batter who's up right now is Alex Belter, as Belter hit a shot out to right field, and Jack Remus just could not reach it as he stretched out and hit his glove and went to the ground, but Alex landed up getting a base hit and a call strike to him. And the count now is 0-2 as Christians. And another hit, and gets by the right fielder, gets past Remus, and going into second, standing up with a base hit and an error on the right fielder, Jack Remus. So, Alex Belter going 2 for 2 in the ball game. He's got the only 2 hits by the Athens Blue Jays. And coming to the plate here now, I'm going to have to get my program out here.
Now batting, number 19.
That would be we're still looking for it yet. I'll have to get it from here. Isaac's got it right here, number 19. Joe Servey is now batting for the Athens Blue Jays. And a call strike. Nice block by Brady Berg there. Learned that from his dad as he's up here now. Learned all of his catching from his dad here, I'll tell you that. Wasn't a bad quarterback in college either, or high school either. And they appeal it, and Rich Hull says, nope, he didn't go. So we've got, as a count, we've got a 2-1 count on the pinch hitter, Joe Servey. And a call, strike 2. As Christian still could strike out the side here. Having an outstanding day on the mound. And a swing and a miss, strike 3, as Servey goes down swinging. And the Athens Blue Jays come up with no runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 man left. After 3.5 innings of play, it's the Stratford Tigers 3 and the Athens Blue Jays nothing. And you're watching Marewood Conference Baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Hi, I'm Big Clarence, and I'm so terrific that Mall Furniture decided to name their latest and greatest sale after me, Big Clarence.
Sorry, Clarence, apparently you misunderstood. It's Mall Furniture's clearance sale. And right now the savings are phenomenal on all the top quality furniture at
Mall Furniture's clearance sale.
That's Mall Furniture's clearance sale.
Clarence!
That's clearance, Clarence.
And we're back here at Stratford, where the Stratford Tigers come to bat here in the bottom of the 4th inning, leading 3-0. And great pitching job by Christian Ream, as he has struck out now 9 batters and walked none and give them 2 hits. And the first pitch will be just coming shortly here for the Athens Blue Jays, as the Tigers are coming to bat here in the 4th inning. But a great pitching outing by the young freshman.
Now at bat,
and leading off
Jack Remus.
will be the right fielder, Jack Remus. Wind up. And the pitch. Down low, ball 1. We've got some contractors up here looking how they can accommodate me here. Maybe they can just put me up on the roof or something. But no, great facility over here at Stratford. They've done a nice job here. The windup by Diethelm. And a ground ball. Slow roller to second. Over to first. And not in time. Off the bag. In fact, I may give him a base hit because he never really made contact. The throw was there, but the foot was not in the right spot, and I'm going to give him an infield hit on that. As Remus makes it on a base hit. Remus with about a 4-step lead with a left-hander and a throw over to first. He was almost caught leaning the wrong way there. He thought he was going to go to the plate, but it's really, you got to get the timing just right with a left-handed pitcher, because all he has is just that straight throw. He doesn't have to turn at all. It's a straight throw right over to the bag. And Remus on the run. And Remus will get credit with a stolen base. And Coach Schmidt down there wants to know if it was a ball or a strike. And they're calling it a strike. And the pitch. And it's a foul ball as Shane Foose doubled the last time. Long double out in right field over the right fielder's head. And see, now the right fielder is playing, I would say, a good 15 to 20 feet more back farther than he did back when Shane Futh was up last time. And a pop-up out to the shortstop, and camping under it is Zanke for out number 1.
Now batting.
And back to the top of the batting order is the center fielder, Jack Tubbs. Jack reached on an throwing error by the pitcher, and then came up and hit a towering shot over the right fielder's head for a RBI triple, knocking in Shane Futh from second after Shane Futh had that double back in the second inning. Didhelm. Pitch down in the dirt, blocked nicely by Belter. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning here from Stratford. Stratford leading 3-0 from the stretch. And the pitch. Down low. Count now 2-0 to Jack Tubbs. Ball 3. Do you give him the green light, or does he wait for the walk? And the stretch and the pitch, and a call strike right on the outside corner to Jack Tubbs, the all-conference center fielder from last year. He's going to be playing his college ball over at St. Mary's over in Minnesota next year. And ball 4, even though he was player of the year in football this year in the Marywood Conference, baseball is his favorite sport, so he's going over there to play baseball for St. Mary's. And coming to the plate now with runners at first and second here in the bottom of the 4th, the shortstop, Riley Spindler. Diethelm gets the sign from the stretch. And the pitch. Upstairs, ball 1 to shortstop Riley Spindler. Waiting in the on-deck circle is Vance Kielman, third baseman for the Tigers. And a call strike right at the knees to Spindler. Count should be 1-1. Diethelm from the stretch and the pitch. And a call strike right between the letters and the belt buckle for a call strike 2 with a nice fastball from the stretch. And the pitch. And down low, a nice blocking job there by the catcher Mason Belter. Stopping that one from getting by him. We have one down. Diethelm with the pitch. And upstairs. 3-2 count on Spindler. From the stretch and the pitch. Runner's going and gets by the catcher. Runners would have advanced anyway because of the walk. So Spindler still 1 for 2 in the ball game as he draws a walk. Tubbs goes to second. And going to third is Jack Remus. So bases loaded. And Coach Diethelm coming out to talk to his crew out there. And I'm thinking this is just going to be a short little conference. And as it breaks up, Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives, one smile at a time. Set up a free consultation today. So, the conference is all over, and coming to the plate is a third baseman and number 3 hitter, Vance Keelman. And from the stretch is Diethelm. And no place to put him here. From the stretch. And a shot. Knocked down by the third baseman. He hits. Third baseman throws a one-hopper. And Remus was a little confused there. It was a line shot to Belter, and Belter lost control, dropped it, and Remus was going to go back to third, but with the drop, it was a one-hopper to the catcher for the force out, so now we still have bases loaded and now 2 outs. So Remus will go out as a put-out 5-2 for the second out, and Keelman will have a fielder's choice, and Spindler will advance to second, and going to third is Tubbs. So now at the plate is the catcher, Brady Berg. As the first pitch is a ball to Brady Berg. As the old saying, ducks on the pond right now, here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And the pitch. And ground ball down to first, and fielding it and stepping on first is Ellenbecker for out number 3. So the Tigers put up a big threat, but come up short with nothing, as they have no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 3 men left on base. So after 4 innings of play, it's the Stratford Tigers 3 and the Athens Blue Jays nothing. And you're watching Merriwood Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for. Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
And we're back here at Stratford, and Door Pro of Stratford is your complete commercial and residential overhead door sales and service provider. If you need new garage doors or yours isn't working just right and needs some adjustment, stop and see them on Highway 153 just east of Stratford. Give them a call or like them on Facebook. As the Stratford Tigers are leading here 3-0. They scored 2 runs in the first inning with the RBI double by Spindler. And then Keelman got hit with a pitch, and Brady Berg had a sacrifice. And then Orman knocked in Spindler with the second run. So, and the first pitch by Ream is a strike, as he's been very effective this afternoon on the mound. And a ground ball knocked down and recovered by Ream, and throws over to first for out number 1. like I said, this young man's got a lot of composure out there. He knocked that down, just kept calm. He knew he had plenty of time to throw over to first, and he just took his time and just took a couple steps towards the first baseman at Orman at first, and to get the out. And coming to the plate now for the Athens Blue Jays is Mason Belter. Ream from the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. He's throwing the heater there very, very well. Belter struck out swinging back in the second inning. From the windup and the pitch. Down low. Count now 2-2. To the catcher, Mason Belter. Christian from the windup and the pitch. Upstairs, and that is ball 4. And that is the first walk that Christian has given up today.
Now batting number 15, Kian Ellenbecker.
And Kian Ellenbecker, the first baseman, now batting, number 9 hitter for the Athens Blue Jay. And he was called out on strikes back in the third inning. As Athens have left 3 runners on base today. Twice Alex Belter has been stranded on base as he's their top hitter in this contest. Athens has 2 hits, and he's got them both. The count now to Ellenbecker is 1-1 from the stretch and the pitch. And a call strike right at the knees. And a 1-2 count. Christian from the stretch. And a fly ball out the center. And camping under it is Jack Tubbs for out number 2. As Belter heads back to first. So 2 down here in the top of the 5th inning.
Now batting
and
number 16, Caden Honor.
Is Caden Honor, the second baseman, the leadoff hitter. He got hit by a pitch to start the game and struck out swinging back in the third inning. And as Athens picks up their 3rd hit of the ball game,
and now batting.
This is actually one of the
biggest.
This is the biggest threat that Athens has had in this contest. As coming to the plate now is Cam Zarnke, the shortstop, who struck out swinging in the first and popped out to the first baseman back in the 3rd inning. Call strike on the first pitch. Christian looking for his sign from Brady Berg from the stretch. And the pitch. And outside, the ball gets away. And kind of hesitation there. Runner that was going from second to third didn't know if he should go, but he finally did. And we're going to call that a wild pitch, as it was partially in the dirt there. So runners at second and third, tying run at the plate for the Athens Blue Jays. as Athens is threatening here in the top of the 5th inning. Christian looking for the sign from Berg. And the pitch. And just inside. Knocked down by Brady Berg. Count now 2-1. The number 2 hitter, Cam Zarnke. And the pitch. And upstairs and off the glove of Brady Berg. And sliding in with first run is Belter. And that will be a pass ball off the glove of Brady Berg. So, the tying run still at the plate. Runner at third, 2 outs. And a 3-1 count on the batter. And ball 4. And that is the second walk.
Now batting number 10, Dax D10.
By Christian Ream. So Ream was moving right along there. Ream with 9 strikeouts on the game here. And down low as he's finding a little problem with the strike zone now. It'll be interesting if Coach Spaeth pulls him, who he will bring in. As Brady Berg threw 4 innings on Tuesday. They don't have a game until Monday. And a foul ball for strike 2. And the count now is 1-2. So the number 3 hitter, Dax D10, who is the pitcher. Dax reached on a fielder's choice, had a stolen base in the first inning, and called out on strikes in the 4th. And a call, strike 3, as Christian picks up his 10th strikeout. But the Athens Blue Jays come up with 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left on base. So after 4.5 innings of play, it's the Stratford Tigers 3 and the Athens Blue Jays 1. And you're watching Merriwood Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no-obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Nuts Deep 2, a Marshfield favorite for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Soup, salad, pizza, omelets, sandwiches, wraps, and burgers. How about appetizers like loaded tots and super nuts nachos? 14 large TVs to watch all your favorite games. Plus, entertainment and event space for groups large and small for your upcoming parties. Nuts Deep 2 again, awarded Best Burgers and Fish Fry in Marshfield. Nuts Deep 2 on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and Nuts Deep 2 North in Spencer.
And we're back here at Stratford as Athens got on the board here in the top of the 5th inning with a run to make it a 3-1 ball game. Stratford had an opportunity back in the 4th inning when they had bases loaded with 1 out. And they got Athens got a force out at home plate.
20,
and then Brady Berg grounded up to the first baseman for the 3rd out. And leading off will be the first baseman, Jagger Orman. And a ground ball to the second baseman, throws over to first in time as Honor
Now at bat,
doing a nice job
Number
at
11,
second base.
Christian Ream.
And now the pitcher, Christian Ream, as Christian has flown out to the center fielder and walked in the third inning. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Diethelm, big left-hander, gets the sign and pitch upstairs, ball 1. Diethelm from the windup and the pitch, and fouling it off is Christian Ream. The next time you shop your insurance, call Brad Krecklau and Ian Pierce, your full-service rural mutual insurance agents in Marshfield. Call 715-384-2826 today. And the pitch by Diethelm. Count is 1-2 on Christian Ream. And the windup and the pitch just miss. Make the count 2-2. From the windup and the pitch. Down low, 3-2. As Christian has worked the count now to 3-2. Diethelm got out of a big jam, as I mentioned, back in the fourth inning, as Stratford could have piled the runs on, but came up with nothing in the fourth inning. And just think about half swing, and the pitcher comes off the mound. Diethelm charged off that mound very well and threw over to first base to Ellenbecker for out number 2.
Now batting, number 10,
So,
Colton Haupt.
Second baseman, Colton Haupt, now batting for the Stratford Tigers. As Stratford has come up with 5 hits in today's contest, but they have stranded 7 runners so far in this contest in the first 4 innings. First pitch comes in to Haupt for a call, strike at the letters. Beautiful day for baseball. Tomorrow will be another beautiful day, as I will be in Marshfield calling the Marshfield Tiger-Hudson game doubleheader tomorrow. And Haupt gets hit with a pitch, so with 2 down, Haupt goes down to first base. And bringing in the right fielder, Jack Remus, as
Now
Jack is grounded out to the
number
second
21,
baseman and
Jack
had an
Remus.
infield hit back in the 4th inning that started that inning with a hit and also had a stolen base in that 4th inning. So Jack going 1 for 2 today and pitch down low for ball 1. Yeah, they're talking near 60 tomorrow. Great day to play 2 at Marshfield, and that will be at Jack Hackman Field. If you can't make it, just turn to Zaleski Sports, and I'll bring you all the action tomorrow in a doubleheader starting at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. And Tigers are, I can't remember, they are playing today, but I cannot remember where they're playing. This is their second game of the season. But it's great to start playing a lot of baseball in a little warmer weather also. From the stretch, and the pitch, and a call strike by home plate umpire Jim Krieger. And the count now 2-1 on Jack Remus. And a ground ball, the third, over to first to Ellenbecker, and for out number 3. So for the Tigers, in the bottom of the 5th, they come up with no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on place.
3-1, Tigers.
And after 5 complete innings of play, it's the Stratford Tigers 3 and the Athens Blue Jays 1. here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
And we're back here at Stratford, where the Stratford Tigers are leading the Athens Blue Jays 3-1. Tigers coming into this game with a 1-1 record, losing a heartbreaker to Wausau East earlier in the week. And the Athens Blue Jays having a very impressive win over Newman Catholic about a week ago, and are at 1-0. And the pitch by Christian Ream is a ball. And little roller down the line, and fielding it is the first baseman. That would be Orman, and greets the runner, Craycraft, for out number one. And so, coming to the plate is Alex Belter, who is 2 for 2 today. And the windup and the pitch just missed inside for ball one. Both hits that Alex had were to right field. In fact, one that got by Jack Remus out there. And Alex lined up on second base for the Athens Blue Jays. Here we are in the top of the sixth inning. Time running out for the Blue Jays. Wind up and the pitch. Upstairs, just a little brush back there as Alex pulled his head back. So we're sitting with a 3-0 count as Brady Berg goes out to talk to his pitcher. TRW Auto Body in Molsney offers top quality collision repair. They'll have your vehicle back the way it was quickly and efficiently, while also offering 24-hour towing and courtesy loaner vehicles and a lifetime warranty on their work. That's TRW Auto Body in Molsney, your friendly fender bender mender. And the pitch. And a call strike for a 3-1 count. Now on to third baseman, Alex Belter. Christian from the windup and the pitch. And a little delay call by Jim Krieger there as Alex started heading down to first base, but it was a call strike right at the letters. 3-2 count. And a swing and a miss, strike three, as Christian has picked up his 11th strikeout in the contest. And coming to the plate is number 19. That's Joe Servey, as he came in the fourth inning, and he struck out swinging. He is playing left field for the Athens Blue Jays. Christian from the windup and the pitch. Ball one. I think Jim, I'm kind of on an angle here, but I'm thinking it says it's 1-1 count. And strike two. Christian gets the sign from Berg. And wind up. And the pitch. And strike three as Christian has seemed to found it now again. And he's got 12 strikeouts for the Stratford Tigers today. Very, very impressive pitching outing. And the Athens Blue Jays come up with no runs on no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. So after 5.5 innings of play, it's the Stratford Tigers 3 and the Athens Blue Jays 1. And you're watching Merriwood Conference Baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
And we're back here at Stratford, where the Stratford Tigers lead 3-1 going into the bottom of the 6th inning. No matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks, Fleet Farm has it all. Everything you need, all at the lowest prices. That's Fleet Farm in Marshfield. And coming up the bat here for the Stratford Tigers in the bottom of the 6th inning is the left fielder, Matthew Shamefus. Matthew has doubled and scored back in the 2nd and popped out to the shortstop and hits a ground ball first pitch over to the shortstop. That would be Zanke, and throws over to Ellenbecker for the first out.
Jack Tubbs.
And coming back to the back of the top of the batting order is the center fielder, Jack Tubbs. Jack has reached on an error, stole 2nd and 3rd back in the 1st and scored. Hit a RBI triple in the 2nd and walked in the 4th. So he is 1 for 2 today. And a ground ball to the shortstop. Takes a bad hop, but the shortstop stays with it and throws over to Ellenbecker for out number 2. So 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Number 2, Riley Spindler.
The shortstop, Riley Spindler. Riley had a RBI double back in the 1st inning, grounded out to the shortstop in the 2nd, and walked in the 4th. So he's 1 for 2 with a run scored. And the first pitch about to be delivered to Riley Spindler is high and outside, ball 1. As Diethelm has done a nice job in relief for the Athens Blue Jays today. Craycraft, I don't know why they had taken him out during when he was pitching to Haupt, but both pitchers for Athens looking very, very sharp after that 1st inning. Wind up and the pitch. And fly ball. Center field coming in and charging and making the catch is Craycraft for out number 3. So the Tigers come up with no runs on no hits, no errors, and no one left. So after 6 complete innings of play here from Tiger Stadium, it's the Stratford Tigers 3 and the Athens Blue Jays 1. And you're watching Merriwood Conference Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
A&B Process Systems has been a proud member of the Stratford community since 1973. You can find your next career in engineering, welding, and more at A&B Process Systems. Our campus also includes our exclusive Factory Acceptance Testing Center with full-service testing capabilities to ensure that your equipment will perform to your expectations. Visit A&B Process Systems on Facebook today for more information.
And we're back here at Stratford, and take that first step to building your customized home with Stratford Homes. Visit StratfordHomes.com to see your floor plans, schedule a tour, or begin the design of your new customized home from Stratford Homes. Visit StratfordHomes.com today and get started. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors. If it wasn't for our sponsors, we wouldn't be bringing you these ball games, and we want to thank the sponsors. They are just so great to be supporting high school athletics here in the central Wisconsin, actually across the state, because we're in different areas also, and we'd like to thank them because they are a big part of Zaleski Sports. We thank you. And now pitching, actually, for the Stratford Tigers is Brady Berg. So Brady Berg coming in to get the save as Christian had an outstanding day. Ground ball to right field and a base hit by Yessa as he starts out the 7th inning with a base hit to right field. Christian had a great outing today as he gave up 1 run on, 3 hits, had 2 walks, hit a batter, and struck out 12. So great. Ground ball is short to Spindler, and double play. Beautiful, as the ball was hit right next to the bag as Spindler just picked it up, stepped on the bag, and threw over to first for the double play as it goes unassisted 6 and 6-3. Double play. So with 2 outs, Brady Berg gets Belter to ground out to the shortstop, and coming up is Ellenbecker, the first baseman. Berg from the windup and the pitch. Just missed. There was a few little moans in the stands there. They thought it was pretty close, but Jim Krieger has the final say on that. And next pitch comes in and it's high. And now behind the plate is Jagger Orman. And a call strike with a fastball right down main drag. Count 2-2. And full count. Wind up and the pitch by Berg. And a pop-up. This could be it. And out number 3 as the Stratford Tigers hold on for a 3-1 win over the Athens Blue Jays. And a great pitching outing by Christian Ream as he pitches 6 strong innings, and Brady Berg comes in for the save. So for the Athens Blue Jays, they come up with no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. And the final score from Stratford, it's the Stratford Tigers 3 and the Athens Blue Jays 1. And stick around. Coming up next is the Nasonville Dairy Postgame Show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds, Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. And we'll be right back with Coach Drew Spaeth and most likely Christian Ream.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Really? All right, we're back here at Stratford. I'm sitting here talking to Christian Ream, who had just an outstanding ball game, and we were just joking with each other as last week when Christian, or last ball game against Wisconsin or Wausau East, he landed up hitting, throwing 3 pitches to the first batter he faced at varsity level and strikes the guy out. And the first pitch today, he lands up nailing the guy to put him on base right away. But Christian, a great job today. And I'll tell you, you're one of the finest freshmen I have seen in a long time. You handle yourself very, very well out there.
Thank you.
And today with 12 strikeouts, 2 walks, and of course 1 hit batsman and gave up 1 run. But great, like I said, a great job and great composure out there.
Thank you.
And a lot of that goes your catcher also calling a great game with Brady back there. It's a big plus also.
Yeah, he did a good job.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to put you in the house here, and you know how this is done. What we do is we'll take you. I'm going to give you the microphone. I'm going to step away, and I'm going to count you down and go 3, 2, 1. And when I hit 1, you land up saying your name, and I'm in the house. Okay?
All right.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
My name's Christian Ream, and I'm in the house.
Thanks, Christian. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
You betcha. Doesn't look like we're going to get Coach Spieth here, but as I mentioned, Stratford will be back in action next Monday as they will take on Wausau Newman here at Tiger Stadium. And Ironwood, Michigan had other commitments. So, and then they're going to try to schedule for next Thursday another ball game also. And I know Athens will take on Nakusa next week. And so they'll have go on the road and try to get another win for the Athens Blue Jays. For Isaac Eagle, I'm Michael Steinwagner. Have a great weekend. I will be at Marshfield for a doubleheader with Marshfield and the Hudson Raiders tomorrow at Hackman Field. If you can't make it to Hackman, enjoy my play-by-play action on tomorrow. So have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.